Python programming tutorial. Today we'll be discussing about the various operations that we'll be applying on strings and set. Let's begin with strings. These are the following operations that you see on the screen for strings. Now let's create a string and apply all these operations to it. I am taking a string as text and writing hello, this is the first string. Now this is the string that I've written. Now let's ask Python to print it. And this is the string that we receive, what we've already written. Now suppose this is a single line string. I want to write multi-line strings. For that I will write, again create a variable and write, instead of using double quotations once, I can use double quotations 3 times or use single quotations 3 times. So let's use single quotations and then print, hey, this is new, and close the 3 quotations. Print text1. The strings that we are creating are also arrays. So to retrieve a string as array, we create a string as text and hello, we write this. So if we want to retrieve any specific value from our string, we can give that index to it. So suppose I want to retrieve E. So for that I will write here 1 as it is on that index, and let's see what we get. We get E here. Now we can also slice our string. How will we do that? Again using almost similar method. Here instead of writing an index, we will mention the index from and to you want to slice your string. So I want to slice from E to E double L. So my index becomes 1, 2. So here I have 0, 1, 2, 3. So if I want to slice till 3, I will write an extra index, that is till 4. Let's see what we get. Let's understand concatenation in string. It is very similar to what we discussed in lists and tuples. We just create a string and then add it. Creating 2 strings and then we are adding it. Let's create for text1, which is equal to hello, and then I create another string text2 right here, world. Now let's store text1 and text2 in text3 and add them. Now let's print text3 and we get hello world. So this is how you will concatenate 2 strings together, combine 2 strings together. Now let's find out the length of the text3, the third string that we've created by adding the 2. So here we will write print, again using this similar keyword len for this also, of text3. Number of parentheses should be same while opening and closing, and we get here the length 10. Now moving on to various string methods. To start with, we have strip. Strip will remove any white spaces that are there in the beginning of the string and at the end of the string. So let us begin with a new string now. So we take a string here, text1 is equal to, giving 2 spaces here, hello, welcome, and giving 3 spaces here at the end. Now let's strip. So we get here hello, welcome, but without any spaces that we gave in beginning and at the end of our string. Now the next method is to convert our entire string into lowercase. Let's do that. Text1 dot, we just need to write lower with parenthesis, and we get everything in lower, along with we are getting our spaces as well. Now converting this into upper. Now let's replace W in welcome to J, probably. So for that we will write text1 dot replace W comma, this is what we want. So this is the result we get from replace. Now moving on to split. Now split will split our string into substrings. Text1 dot split. So this is what we get. But is this the correct answer? No, it's not, because we did not provide comma in our original string. So let's create another string, that is text2, and write here hello comma world. Now it will read my comma, and then because of that comma it will provide two different double quotations to hello and world, because it will subdivide our string into substrings. So let's see how it will work. So now you see hello is different and world is different, whereas here hello welcome came in the same, because we did not have hello comma welcome here, it did not read comma, so it printed it as a whole string, whereas when it read comma in hello world, it saw hello as different string and world as different string. Now moving on to format. Format method helps us um, format method helps us to put our string in a special format. Now suppose let's take age is equal to 36, and then we will specify how our string is to be printed. So I take text is equal to my name is ABC and my age is Now with the curly brackets, our string will read what is to be printed here. Again giving double quotations, and now print text dot format age. Now let's see what we get. We get my name is ABC and my age is 36. So instead of curly brackets here, we get what we had substituted for our age. This is how you will apply format method. Now the last part is applying membership operator to check whether the certain phrase is a part of the string or not. For that, first of all, what is membership operator? In and not in. So let's apply for the text. Let's see if x is equal to name, in text, let's see what we get. Print x. Sorry, I forgot to give parenthesis. Of course, don't forget parenthesis, and it's true. Name is there. Now let's see if x. Let's type another string. Text 4 is equal to this is the trial. So I've taken this, and let's take y is equal to, I want the word he from the, and let's check not in text 4. Now let's print y false because it is there. So this concludes all the operations on strings. Now let's move on to set. A set is a collection of unordered elements. So let's create a set and enter the elements in it. Creating a set. Yellow, green, and the last one, let's keep it blue. Now let's print set 1, and we get the set here. Now let's add loop into this to access our set in a particular order. We write here for x in set 1, print x, and this is what we get. So this is how you retrieve a value of set using loop. Now moving on to changing the set. No, we cannot change the values that are there in the set. We can though add the values on this in the set. And how will we do that? There are two different methods. One is using add function and the other is update. Now add function helps us adding just one element into a set, whereas update function will help us adding more than one element in our set. So let's apply with these two. To begin with, let's apply add, and I add here what Now let's print our set, and this is what we get. We've inserted our white here. Now let's add more than one elements. For that we'll use set1 dot update and give multiple values. I just cannot think about another color. And this is what we are updating. Let's print set1 again, and this is what we get. We've added all the colors here, multiple colors that we've added. So let's see if we can print the length of it now, length of the set, again using the same keyword as we've used for list tuple strings. Print length of set1, and we get 6. So let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now let's start removing and discarding our set. How will we do that? We can use either remove, discard, or pop. Now all these have different reasons that we are using. Now remove we use, and discard that we use, they both have the same feature, to discard an element. But the difference between the two is that if an element is not present in set, the remove function that we are using will raise an error because that element is not there. But if we use the discard method, it will not raise an error. So suppose let's first of all remove. Let's remove something, probably orange. Print, and we do not see any orange here. Now let's discard. So set1 dot discard white. And we do not see any white. Now let's try and remove an element that is not here. That is, let's say we remove white again. See, there is a key error since we do not have white anymore. Now if we set1 dot discard you see it executed the statement. It did not come up with an error that white is not a part of our set. So this is the difference. When we use the keyword remove for an element which is not present in our set, it will come up with an error, whereas discard will not. Now moving on to using the pop option. X is equal to set1 dot pop. Let's print X here, that is green, and let's print our set now. Now let's create another set and then join the two sets together. Okay, this is our set. Now to join, there are two methods that you can use. One is using union uh, function, using union method, where you will create another set and you will store the two sets together in that set. Or you can use update, uh, where you update one of the set from the two. So let's use it once so that we understand the working. So set 3 will contain our set1 union set2 print set3, and we have 1 2 blue 3 and randomly comes up with the answers. Now let's use update. Here we do not need to create another set3. We will directly use set1 dot update set2 and print set1. Now you see that, and it comes up with the answer. Now this is it for the set. These are the all operations that we are going to use for the set. I hope you've understood. Thank you for watching.